Very heartwarming story, and we're very fortunate to be able to speak with the assistant track coach at Indian Creek High School. His name is Michael Stewart, and he's on the phone now. Michael, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good. Thank you for calling into the show. We heard the story and couldn't help but not talk about this because I tell you, what you're doing is very selfless. You were going to be running 156 miles across Indiana. You're running from Terre Haute to Richmond, and you are raising money for a very dear friend of yours, and it was the athletic director at the school, Tim Robinson, who passed away over the summer in a bicycle accident.
Yes.
And you've already been running for several days, haven't you?
Yeah, this is my last day, actually. I got 34 miles to go.
Okay, so you're running right now as we speak, is that right?
No, I'm getting ready to leave the hotel to go.
Okay,
good.
All
so
right.
you rest up.
I'm pacing right now. I'm so sore.
Has this been one of the hardest things you've ever done?
It's the hardest thing I've ever done. I can barely get out of bed every morning, and I can barely walk right now, so I try to keep moving. I get up every 30 minutes to keep moving. So.
Wow. But you're a track coach, so you obviously have experience in running.
Oh yeah. I've done this for a while. I've ran a couple marathons and stuff, and I kind of knew how bad I was going to hurt, but I think it was about 10 times more than what I thought. So.
Well, we know why you're doing this, but tell us what's the emotional reason behind it?
Well, it's just he was just such a great guy, and I just can't imagine what his kids are going to have to go through for the rest of their life, and so I just figured. I just kind of put myself in their shoes and try to raise some money for them at the same time. So, very sweet gesture. He has 2 daughters, is that right? Yes, he has 2 daughters, Chloe and Bailey, and they're 10 and 7.
Oh, well, how are they holding up?
They're really strong kids. They really are. I think they're doing really well. It's kind of hard to tell. I mean, they're so young.
Sure.
How it's really. They're handling it all, but
it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah,
it's real tough.
Obviously, you're the cross country coach, so Tim was your boss. What kind of a person was he?
Oh, he was a great guy. He was a very strong leader, but at the same time, I mean, he was very intense. I mean, when he was in his wreck, obviously, he was doing something he loved, and he was just very intense, very, outgoing, and it was just one of those things where, it's kind of my girlfriend's been giving me a hard time through all this, saying, you're just a stubborn redhead, you'll never quit. And it's kind of the same way with him. He would never quit, but he was also one of those people, if I ever needed to talk to, he could just sit down and talk with him, and he just kind of calm me down at the same time, just say, step back and look at it in a different point of view, and he was just a great guy all around.
It's a great way to remember him, remember your friend. We know you've raised a little bit of money already, but if anyone hearing this right now would like to be able to donate and help out his daughters, how can they do that? They can go to a website, is that correct? And I believe kind of a tricky link to it, but we're going to be able to have that on our webpage later. So if people could just remember WFMS.com, a little bit later this morning, they'll be able to go and donate. We'd love to help you out.
Thank you very much.
What time do you think you'll be finishing today?
If it's anything like yesterday, it's going to be really slow, but I'm hoping by 5. That's my plan. My goal is 5 every day, and I've been done before about 3 o'clock every day, so I'm really about 11 hours ahead of schedule as far as my actual on-my-feet time, but I'm paying for it today. I really went hard the first two days, and the third day was actually supposed to be my easy day, and I went way too hard, so... Yeah, so I'm hurting today. I'm hoping to be done by 5. If I could have stayed on schedule. I mean, I planned on going 10 hours a day every day, and I've only been going 5. So,
okay.
But today I'm really paying for it. But I guess if you're going to do it, you might as well go all you can.
Now you're running along. Whereabouts are you running?
We're going to start back on 40 today. We're in Greenfield right now. We drove back to Greenfield. I'll be starting 2 miles. West of Knightstown on 40, and then my goal is Earlham College.
Have you had any reaction as you're running? I know you're followed by your wife, correct?
Oh, my girlfriend.
Your girlfriend, okay.
And then Care Ambulance is following, making sure that I can, because I can barely, when I'm done, and at the end, I can't even get into the van. I mean, they're there to take care of me, and they've done a great job. So.
I mean, that's like running a marathon every day.
When I get done today, it'll be 6 marathons in 5 days.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a selfless act. Well, very
Wow.
generous of you, and we appreciate you taking the time to speak with us. And anyone who wants to donate to help out the daughters of Tim Robinson can do so by a little bit later this morning going to WFMS.com.
Thank you very much.
Michael Stewart, thank you. Best of luck. We wish you the best, okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay.